It's been 6 months. Somehow, 6 months is coming up on our lease. We've been here in the condo. I don't know how it's happened. Time flies when you're locked down. Oh, I thought it was time flies when you're having rum. Anyway, we were curious when we were moving in what the cost were actually going to be. Now we know the rent. The house was paid for and there was no rent. And I appreciated that. I really did. I enjoyed having no rent. Didn't like living out in the boonies, but I liked having no rent. I have to be honest. The condo, the rooms are small. We know that. There are old apartments here with much larger rooms. The place we had in Manchuria had much bigger rooms than this for less than half the price. I was going to say a third, but I don't think it was quite a third. Almost. Easily half. So the rooms are small, the rent is high. We knew that, and we accepted that coming into this. Not a problem. It's nice to have the staff downstairs, the security, the comfortable building. We're not on the ground floor, because no one is on the ground floor here. It's parking. So there's no flooding. There's positives here. We're in the middle of the rainy season, and we're fine. If the water gets up to us, somebody better be building an ark. But we weren't sure what the utilities were going to cost. Turns out, the city has cheaper kilowatt hour price than the province. It's a different company, better pricing. The reliability is not quite as good, but it's getting better. The electric bill is between 3,000 and 3,500 pesos a month, which is $60 to $70. We have two aircon, it's just window units. We only run one at a time, but one of them is running pretty much 18 hours a day. I'll have this one on in the afternoon. At night, we got the bedroom, and it stays on till she wakes up, which is who knows when. She likes to sleep in. So, yeah, we could run the aircon less. That is our major cost, I'm sure. The computers on, the TV's on, but those are cheap. Refrigerators, not much. So the main cost is the aircon. We could run it less and pay less, but I'm comfortable. Not right now, because I turned the aircon off to record. It is worth it to me to pay a little extra for my comfort. So I'm happy enough with that. $65, $70, whatever a month for electricity, not a problem. So 3,000, 3,500, somewhere in there. The water, we're not sure about. This is the first water bill I've ever had in the Philippines, because every place else I've lived was on a well. Even the apartment in the city was on a well. The water bill is 600 pesos, which is only $12. But we've only gotten 3 water bills in 6 months. So either we're getting 2-month bills, so it's instead of $12 a month, maybe it's $6 a month and we're caught up, or it's $12 a month and we're 3 months behind because of the way they bill. I do not know. When we move out, we'll find out. But it's so cheap, I don't care. The water usage here is just small amount of laundry she does on her own. Most of our laundry gets sent out. Dishes, showers, that's a lot of hand washing. While you sing happy birthday, I don't actually sing. But water's so cheap, I don't care. I just don't know if that's up to date, because we've only had 3 bills in 6 months. So, who knows? Grocery cost, about the same as they were. I've been here over 8 years, so I pretty much know where to shop. I know what I'm going to buy. I know what I'm going to eat. It changes very little. So it's right at 10,000 pesos a month. It's been that for years. It just doesn't change. Now, because of COVID, the selection is poor, and the prices are on certain things skyrocketing. Some of these prices have gone way up in the last year and a half. Barely changed in 8 years. There's a little inflation, but groceries have not changed that much until this. So, yeah, the selection's really bad. I joke that pork is out of season because nobody's got decent pork and haven't in a year and a half. The best stuff is from S&R, but it's imported, and imports ain't working out so well right now. They've got pretty much nothing. They have some decent beef. A little expensive, but I buy it sometimes because it is nice. The regular grocery stores have a little bit of pork, but they're pretty much chicken. So we're eating a lot more chicken, which is probably healthy. And the pork we buy is just not as good, and it is all quite a bit more expensive. But the overall price hasn't changed. We spend about, is it $200 a month on food because I eat too much and I eat well. I could eat a lot cheaper, but like the air conditioning, I like my comfort. So I want the food I want, and I'm okay with it. She gets anything she wants, I get anything I want. It's all good. Now, as far as being in the city and going out, we're not going out much at all anymore. Because I'm in the city, I'm not as stir crazy. At the house, I don't like being out in the country. Out in the middle of nowhere, I don't like it. I like being in the city. I like being in crowds. I like the people. I like the comfort of being in crowds. I don't like country living. I have never liked it. Some people do. I do not. I am a city boy. I always have been, and I'm fine with that. So I would be out there with really bad internet, so I couldn't do much online anyway, so that part wasn't fun. And then outside, there's nothing to do because we're in the middle of nowhere. So I would go stir crazy and come to the city. Even during COVID, I was coming fairly regularly. And because it was an hour each way on the jeepney, if I'm going to come here, it's going to be like an all-day affair because the main reason was to kill time. So it wasn't like I would just buy something and go home. I'm here to shop and wander and eat. So I would end up spending a bit of money. Wasn't a whole lot each time, but you come out 2 or 3 times a week. During COVID, it wasn't that often, but it adds up. Well, now we're here, and I can stay here with my wonderfully fast internet, Netflix, Disney, Amazon, YouTube, whatever I'm watching. I can go wander around the river. I can just walk down the street to 7-Eleven. So I don't feel the need to go out as much. So I actually go to the mall or downtown way less than I was. So you would think, well, that little stack of pocket money I have, I would be saving money. And you would be wrong. It would be logical to think I would save money, but it doesn't happen. What we've ended up doing is buying lots of neat stuff on Shopee. So the pocket money is being spent on various things. I bought some new studio lighting. Hopefully it's better. Got a new microphone. Got a new food processor, number of cabinets and shelves. So we've been spending money getting comfortable. So we haven't saved any money, which is okay. That was never the point anyway. But we don't go out near as much. Of course, right now, all restaurants are completely closed for dine-in. They are open for delivery and takeout only. So when I go out to eat, it's not that I want that food, it's more to go out. I don't really like using Food Panda for deliveries. I have used them occasionally, but I would rather go out to eat, not have them bring me, whatever it is. It's like I don't care about the food. I'm going out for the event of going out. She says food is just food, so she doesn't really care if we order out. She doesn't care if we go out. I don't understand people like that. Laundry is, we could do laundry here. It would be uncomfortable just washing it in the CR. The shower area is big enough. She could do it in buckets. We could buy a washing machine, but there's really nowhere to put it here. So we've always just been sending our laundry out. She washes a little bit. There's a few things she likes to hand wash. So she does a little bit of laundry here. Most of it gets sent out. It's about, well, the place we were using, this one bag fills up with a week's worth, however much it weighs, I don't know or care, is about 220 pesos. We no longer use that place. We use a new place, and it's 180 pesos. I hope they're good, but they are closer and a little cheaper. The reason we're changing laundry services, unfortunately, speaking of laundry, Shopee, and Food Panda, one of the main reasons we wanted the condo that we like is having the staff. You've got the security, you've got the housekeeping. When things come in, they have an area, they accept deliveries, so when we come home, we can just pick it up. It's really convenient. The management company, in their infinite wisdom, decided to fuck the whole system up. They say that now, this room that's out of the way and out of view, they don't want it cluttered up with stuff. So no more deliveries. Last time Shopee came, he texted and said, I'm downstairs, come get your stuff. I was like, you can't leave it? He says, they won't let me leave it. I was like, great, what if I wasn't home? So we have to go downstairs and pick it up when they come. Food Panda, laundry, same thing. Last week we got a text from the laundry service saying we pick up at this time in the morning, we deliver at this time in the afternoon. Now we thought they were just letting us know so we could, have an idea of, oh, it's too late for today, they've already done their pickup, what have you. No, it's because the management company has said no more pickup and delivery. We have to go down there at exactly what time they're coming, I think it's 10:30 in the morning, and hand them their laundry. Then we have to go there exactly when they come back to pick up our laundry. There's no more having the staff, store our things for us, which is one of the main reasons you want it's one of the big conveniences of a condo. So I will be going downstairs after I do this, and I will be asking the management company, what in the hell are they thinking? Because if I'm going to overpay for rent, which I am, I have no problem with that, I should at least get the service that I was getting. So they're cutting services back. I don't know why. Someone's got a burr up their ass that they think it's looking cluttered. It's all out of sight. It's out of view. Whatever. But anyway, so the laundry service we were using, I don't even know where they were. It was a van that came and picked it up. Now we've got one down the street we use. Turns out it's a little bit cheaper. It is, I have to walk to it, but it's not far. They do delivery and pickup. I guess as long as I'm home, it would be okay. But I'll probably just drop it off to them when it's convenient, pick it up from them when it's convenient for me. It's not that far of a walk, so I don't care. But after living here for 6 months, I enjoy the condo. I have no problem renting here. The rent is more expensive than a mortgage payment would be, but I'm not interested in the mortgage payment because I like the idea of the management company screws the system, I can leave. I don't want to own, especially a condo. If I'm going to own, it's going to be a house of my choosing somewhere nice. I don't want to be trapped anywhere because if the neighborhood goes to shit, I want to be able to leave. I like the freedom of rent. It is more expensive, and I do not care. I don't really have any interest right now in owning anything anywhere. I'm getting old. I don't need to collect more crap. I like the freedom to go, let's go somewhere else. And if you have to pay more for rent than mortgage, to me, that's worth it. After living here for 6 months, if I were to buy a condo, it would not be here. Light switches work sometimes, don't work sometimes. That's a scary thought. When you look out the window, the cement beam under the windows is cracked. I don't see any cracks inside on the brick, which I guess is good, but outside there's a lot of cracks. Sidewalks cracked, parking lots cracked. The construction here is not any better than you'd see anywhere else, and the prices here are ridiculous. For some reason, Iloilo prices are worse than Manila and Cebu. I'm not sure why. But if I were to buy, it would not be here at Spatial. Nothing personal, guys, but the building ain't that great. For rent, it's fine. I like it. Love the location. This is a great location. We're right on the river, right by Molo, very near SNR, easy to get to SM City, Mega World. I mean, this is just, and downtown's right, or, it's just, everything is so convenient right here. This is a great location. Not a particularly great building, but it's okay. Like I said, renting is fine. Wouldn't buy it. So we do pay water. Never paid water before, but it's so cheap I don't care. The electricity's cheaper than we paid out in the province. Food is the same. The only real difference is the rent. And we knew that because in the province we had no rent. And to be in the city in such a great location, I'm okay with paying rent. It's completely worth it to me. So everybody's got to find what's right for them. For me, the city is nice. It's crazy, windy, whistling loud. Hope that doesn't get picked up on the microphone. But welcome to the rainy season.